Hawaii, a name that evokes dreams of paradise, a place where the natural world is at its most vibrant and awe-inspiring. The name conjures up images of paradise, pristine beaches with turquoise waters where the sand is soft and the sun shines brightly. Volcanoes rise from the sea, spewing fire and creating new land. These fiery mountains are a testament to the Earth's raw power and the ever-changing landscape of the islands. Waves crash on black sand beaches, sculpted by the raw power of the Pacific. The ocean's relentless force shapes the coastline, creating dramatic and breathtaking vistas. Lush rainforests teem with life, a symphony of color and sound. Here the air is thick with the scent of tropical flowers and the calls of exotic birds echo through the trees. This is the Hawaii of postcards and travel brochures, a place that promises adventure, relaxation, and a connection to nature that is both profound and exhilarating. A place of breathtaking beauty, where the air is warm, the water is clear, and the pace of life is slow. Sunsets here are a daily spectacle, painting the sky in hues of orange, pink, and purple. It's a place that seduces the senses and steals the heart. The gentle sway of palm trees, the soothing sound of waves, and the feeling of sand between your toes create a sense of peace and contentment. But there's another side to Hawaii, one that's often hidden from view. Amidst the beauty, there are challenges and struggles that many face, a reminder that even paradise has its imperfections. Behind the facade of paradise, a different reality exists. Walk the streets of Honolulu and you'll see them, under bridges, in parks, on the beaches. Their faces are etched with hardship, their eyes reflecting a mixture of despair and resilience. These are the homeless of Hawaii, victims of a crisis that has reached epidemic proportions. In 2025, over 6,500 people are estimated to be homeless in Hawaii. That's the second highest rate per capita in the United States. The reasons for this crisis are complex. The cost of living in Hawaii is astronomical, driven up by the high demand for housing and the limited supply. Wages haven't kept pace, leaving many residents struggling to make ends meet. Add to this the historical trauma inflicted upon Native Hawaiians, dispossession of land, cultural disruption, economic marginalization, and you have a recipe for disaster. It's no coincidence that Native Hawaiians are disproportionately represented among the homeless population. Section 4. Hope on the Horizon, Initiatives to Combat Homelessness. But amidst the despair, there are glimmers of hope. Across the islands, government agencies and community organizations are working tirelessly to address the crisis. They're providing shelter, food, and medical care to those in need. They're also working to create long-term solutions such as affordable housing units and job training programs. These initiatives are crucial, not just for the homeless population but for the well-being of the entire state. Section 5. The Price of Paradise. Economic Arguments for Change. Hawaii, often seen as a paradise, faces significant economic challenges that are often hidden beneath its scenic beauty. One of the most pressing issues is homelessness, which has far-reaching implications for the state's economy and social fabric. The economic case for addressing homelessness is clear. Homelessness not only affects those who are directly experiencing it, but also has a ripple effect on the entire community. Businesses suffer, tourism can be impacted, and the overall quality of life for residents declines. Chronic homelessness places a significant strain on public resources, including healthcare, law enforcement, and social services. Emergency rooms become overcrowded, police are stretched thin, and social workers are overwhelmed. The cost of these services adds up, creating a financial burden on the state. Investing in preventative measures and long-term solutions makes both moral and economic sense. Programs that provide affordable housing, mental health services, and job training can help break the cycle of homelessness. These initiatives not only improve lives but also save money in the long run by reducing the need for emergency services. Beyond the numbers, there's a fundamental question of values. How do we want to be remembered as a society? Are we willing to let our fellow citizens suffer while we enjoy the benefits of living in a beautiful place? The answer to these questions speaks to our collective humanity. Can we as a society claim to be a paradise when so many of our own are living in squalor? The stark contrast between the luxury enjoyed by some and the dire conditions faced by others is a call to action. We must address these disparities if we are to live up to the ideal of paradise. The answer surely must be no. It is time for us to come together to advocate for change and to ensure that everyone has the opportunity to thrive. Only then can we truly call Hawaii a paradise for all. Section 6. A call to action, preserving both beauty and humanity. Hawaii is at a crossroads. The islands, known for their breathtaking landscapes and vibrant culture, are facing a significant challenge. The juxtaposition of natural beauty and human suffering is stark and undeniable. The beauty of the islands remains undeniable, a testament to the power of nature. From the pristine beaches to the lush rainforests and the majestic sunsets over the mountains, Hawaii's natural splendor is a sight to behold, but that beauty is tarnished by the suffering of those who call these islands home. Homelessness is a growing crisis, with many individuals and families struggling to find shelter and basic necessities. It's time for all of us to open our eyes to the crisis at hand. We must acknowledge the reality that many of our fellow citizens are facing. The concerned faces in our communities reflect a shared sense of urgency and responsibility to recognize the humanity of those experiencing homelessness. These are not just statistics, they are people with stories, dreams, and hopes. Volunteers and social workers are stepping up, offering support and compassion to support the organizations working tirelessly to make a difference. Charities and nonprofits are on the front lines, providing food, shelter, and essential services to those in need. Their efforts are crucial in alleviating immediate suffering, and to demand that our elected officials prioritize solutions that address the root causes of this crisis. Policy changes and long-term strategies are essential to create sustainable solutions. Public rallies and discussions with politicians are steps in the right direction. Let us work together to create a Hawaii that is truly paradise for all. By coming together as a community, we can ensure that the beauty of our islands is matched by the well-being of all its residents. Together we can build a future where everyone has a place to call home. As we strive to preserve both the beauty and humanity of Hawaii, let us look beyond our shores to a voice calling for global compassion. This is the story of Ozzy, a man from a great majesty family who has dedicated his life to healing nations. For 45 years, Ozzy has been a beacon of hope, calling radio talk shows and sending nearly 5,000 messages, urging people to rally their governments to spend money on food, not war. Ozzy hails from the last great royal family that ruled Iran with justice for 2,500 years, a family that freed Iran but did not seize the entire kingdom. They were overthrown by external forces due to the discovery of oil on their land. Ozzy's lineage is intertwined with the rich history of Persia, the same land that gave rise to Cyrus the Great, who introduced the first human rights in history and freed the Jews from Babylon. This connection is deeply personal for Ozzy, whose family has protected Jews since the 1930s, a time when they chanted, "Long live with Modares" in the streets of Iran. Iran's contributions to the world are vast, from influencing the constitution of Europe and America to inspiring modern technology and cultural symbols. Yet, Ozzy's family endured great suffering during the 1980s, losing everything in an 8-year war fueled by international interests. Cyrus freed the Jews from Babylon, and in the Jewish Holy Book refers to the Persian king Cyrus as a Jewish Messiah. Jews lived in Iran, Persia, for 2,700 years. In the 1980s, Ozzy's rich father lost everything due to an 8-year attack by Saddam Hussein and help from America, Israel, and some European support. 1 million Iranians were killed or injured, and the damage was in the trillion. Arms and information were sold to both sides to prolong the war, while Israel and USA arms dealers profited more than $500 billion in today's money, resulting in immense loss and devastation. Despite these hardships, Ozzy's Majesty Mother instilled in him a profound love for humanity, teaching him to rise above hate. In his 50 years in America, Ozzy took only a few vacations, dedicating his life to urging Iranians to heal their countries with the help of good Americans. His message is simple yet powerful. Be a part-time hero and strive to create a world where everyone can eat and live in peace. As we reflect on Ozzy's story, let us be inspired to take action in our own communities. Let us work together to ensure that the paradise of Hawaii and the world remains beautiful for all its residents. Together we can make a difference.